Hey, Hillel. I just published a video on it, but I don't like it very much. That's the short version. Can everybody hear me, by the way?
Oi, Iruka.
Hey, Drop Top. But yeah, I just published a new video, guys.
Oh, Nanda Kiryu-san. Anta mada ikite ta no.
If you want my extended Greg Olson thoughts, you can watch that video before you come here. But the short version is I'm not really into it. I don't think his contract is good value. $7 million is significant. Yeah, $7 million is not something you can just toss out there and say, oh, it's okay, we can still get everybody we wanted. Hey, Emmett. I'm gonna really hope the microphone cooperates tonight, by the way, so hopefully it does. Hi, Michael Santalozza.
電話しても繋がらねえんだ。だから俺が直接。
お兄さんって
アジア外にいるはずだ。
なんだ、カムロ町。でもアジア外
Well,
なら。
I think Greg Olson is probably a little better than decent, but not by enough to justify this, and not when he's probably going to get hurt at some point.
安全か分からねえうちはアジア外にも連れて行けねえ。
Yeah, I mean, we're going to cut Dixon, and I know we're probably going to cut Justin Britt, but I was counting on that money going somewhere else.
なんで
I'm going to test the microphone, guys.
知らねえ方がいい。
そっか。
Okay, cool.
まあ、
Looks like the microphone is working pretty well tonight.
から助けられた義理もある。分かったよ。引き受けて。
But, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this move, I'll say that. Granted, we do, I mean, also, it really depends on how the rest of the offseason goes, because if we go out there and get a bunch of other guys who I will like, and at the end of this offseason I can say, hey, that $7 million we gave Greg Olson was not, you know, wasted, then I'm fine with it, right? Because he is better than Jacob Hollister. He's better and probably a little more reliable than Ed Dixon, and we can't count on Will Dissly. So, okay, fine, but if we get to the end of this off-season and we didn't get, you know, enough defensive linemen or enough offensive linemen or whatever because of the money we spent on Olsen, I'm not going to be happy about it. It just, I know this is true of every player, but it bothers me so much that it would be so easy for Olsen to play like 6 games this season, right? Yeah, I know, Hillel, I agree with you. I think that, they were so desperate to give Wilson what he wanted in terms of getting more pieces on the offense that they got, that they just decided to get whoever they could.
桐生さんだな。
立花に会いに来た。電話がつ。
分かってる。
Yeah, I don't like Hollister either. And I would, I mean, that doesn't mean like Olsen was the only option. It's not, Olsen was not the only non-Hollister option. We could have drafted somebody in the 4th round. We could have crossed our fingers for, you know, Dissly. We could have just kept Dixon and crossed our fingers there. You know, granted, if Olsen stays healthy this season, which is possible.
前に比べて体が弱ってるね。2日くらい一時的に容体が悪くなったんだけど。 さっき目を覚ましてやっと落ち着いたとこだ。
連絡取れなくてすみませんでした。
Hey Ron, how's it going?
桐生さん。
それじゃご
Like, there are other tight ends we could have signed.
立花牧村誠はカムロ町
I'm not that upset, Andrew. I just don't think it's
西
optimal.
小
小田さんから聞いたんですね。彼女が私の妹だと。
Because we need to use our draft picks on players who will help us now.
あなたには
立花
Yeah, Ron, if it was 4 mil or even maybe 5 million, I'd be like, okay, fine, but 7 million, we're now starting to get into territory where he might actually be limiting our ability to spend money on other players. I mean, there is definitely a universe where Greg Olsen has a healthy season, but I just don't think it's very likely.
おそらく
Any surprise offseason cuts beside Dixon and Britt? I mean, the only one I can think of is, shit, what's his name? Oh, KJ Wright. KJ Wright might get cut.
10年前
But I'm not convinced. Fluker might get cut, yeah. But Fluker is so cheap, you honestly may as well keep him around.
今
立花
日本人の血を引く私は
Andrew, let's talk about basketball a little later, Andrew.
その表現は私は
I gotta get through all the Olsen questions first.
中国で日本人と
But
蔑まれ
to me,
今度は日本で中国人と呼ばれました。
I don't think Dwayne Brown will get cut. He's got 2 years left on his deal. It's too much money.
生きること、そして自分の身を守ることに必死でした。一度
Hey, Ghost Gaming.
足を踏み入れた者は周りを喰らいのし上がり続けることでしか生き残れません。少しでも弱みを見せれば、そして
No, it can't really be a Jimmy Graham thing because the expectations are not going to be the same, and we have better wide receivers now, but I just don't think Greg Olsen's going to be on the field.
このカムロ町にいると知ったのは、私は彼女たちを探すため蒼天堀を出ると
I don't think we need a safety, Hillel. We got good safety stuff going on.
根を張りました。探してどうする
I don't want to trade for Darius Slay, not really, no. Andrew, I think Olsen's a pretty good blocker, which is a nice benefit, admittedly.
どんな目にあったか
My problem is I don't think he's going to be on the field. If I had faith that he was going to be healthy this year, then I'd be fine.
人は七概で妹
Yannick I would kind of be into.
姿を消して
I wouldn't mind getting Yannick. That's not so bad.
母の祖父、それともう一つ、妹。
それが
But I don't want to trade for Slay. He's old. Well, he's not old, but he's getting older, and he's going to cost picks and money.
彼らの計画通り全てがうまくいけば、その金は何倍にもなって堂島組に戻ってくる。
Yeah, Shervins, I hope it's bullshit, because Clowney doesn't deserve to be the highest paid defensive player in the league, and I would hope that he kind of knows that.
妹は
I would rather stick with Trey Flowers than trade for Slay. Dead ass.
だから私は
Jackson, I will try to go live this weekend.
組の若頭だった勝間さんに交渉を申し入れたのです。妹を守るために。
I don't see the point of trading for Stephon Diggs. We already have 2 good receivers. We need a third good receiver. We don't need another superstar. We don't need another dude who's gonna eat up a whole bunch of the cap. We don't pass the ball enough as it is, guys. We don't need another receiver to not pass the ball to.
小物 大きすぎる力を持った時、堂島宗平が、そしてゆくゆくは東上界の三代目です。そうなれば
I don't look. I mean, I'm different. No, I think Bud Dupree probably had a big contract here, but I don't think he's that good. Yeah, Shaq Barrett will stay with the Bucks, I think. Yeah. I feel a little differently than most Seahawks fans, I think, but I don't think our receivers are a problem. We have, behind our two guys, and everybody loves our two guys, we have David Moore, who is developing, Malik Turner, who I really like, and there might be even a couple of other guys. Like, I don't like John Ursua, but he's at least got to be on the list. I don't want Byron Jones, Jackson. He's another guy who's going to cost a lot of money and not be worth that money. You don't want to get these guys on their second and third contract. You know, you're going to overpay them. And then you're going to find out most of the time that, hey, that rookie we could have gotten and paid 20% of that would have been just as good. Thoughts on Drew Brees staying? I'm not surprised. I don't know why this was a big dramatic thing. Yeah, there are a lot of problems on this team. I don't need to start thinking about Tyler Lockett as being part of the problem. Yes, Shervin. My next video is going to talk about this, but there are some receivers in the second, third, and fourth round that I would be interested in going after. But that, to me, is way more interesting than free agency. Rana, I mean, I kind of want to stay put and just pick there. I think that's fine. I want to have all those picks, but it feels like the trading down thing is just not working anymore. Andrew, I do like that idea better, a guy like Breland or Fuller, but I'd rather draft somebody. I don't think Flowers would be a good nickel corner. He's too big and slow. He should be an outside corner. Yeah, Shervin, the guys that I like in the second and third round are KJ Hamler and KJ Hill. I think Pittman is really slow. Which D lineman on the roster right now do I have the most faith in? Probably Poona Ford. Poona Ford is that guy. We have guys who can take the top off, we just don't use it enough. Lockett and Metcalf are fully capable of taking the top off. Just need to utilize them the right way. Yeah, why do people want us to draft a safety? Can somebody explain that to me? We have McDougald, who is really good. We have Diggs, who is really good. We have Marquise Blair, who is developing. Like, why do we need to draft a safety? I don't understand that. Delano and Tedrick need to go, but we do not need new safeties. You guys sleep on McDougald sometimes. I know McDougald isn't an all-pro, but he's a badass. When Bradley McDougald is allowed to do Bradley McDougald things, he is a badass. Yeah, I want to stack these. Yeah, I want to stack both the lines in free agency and the draft. I don't think receiver is a problem. I don't think Safety's a problem. I don't even really think cornerback's a problem, although maybe we could get one more guy. I don't even think lineback's a Barton. I think Barton is really... my favorite football YouTuber is probably Cop Pizzle. He's the only one I watch all of his videos. So to kind of, I mean, the nice thing is now we don't have to tight end at all. Tom Gross is okay. I've only seen a couple of videos, to be perfectly honest, but it's all right. I can't. Yeah, I really like Flowers, guys. In terms of body type and the kind of player that he is, he's exactly a Pete Carroll corner. He had a couple of bad games at the end of the year, but he is not a bad player at all. He did not even have a bad year. He just had a couple of bad games near the end. Where honestly, you know, it's tough to play against Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams at Lambeau Field. I'm not going to kill him for that. EDP is okay. EDP used to be way better, though. He's kind of fake now. I think he used to be authentic, but now I think he's just trying to get views. Lonza, I don't know how good this draft is for pass rushers, so I don't know if that's viable. Like, I know this draft is very strong for wide receivers. I've heard a little bit about a Gross Matos. Would we have to trade up to get Gross Matos? I'm probably mispronouncing that. Shit, Mike is choppy. Hold on one second. Okay, hopefully that helped things a little bit. I don't know if it did, though. We're gonna have to find out. LJ Collier. Not really. I don't think he's ever gonna be a good pass rusher. I think he might be a good run stopper, but who cares? Probably the Huskies, because I think we can recruit really well. Yes, Ron, I did hear that. I thought it was interesting. What the shit? Okay, there hasn't been anything in this game so far that was like that. Now all of a sudden it's Metal Gear Solid. What the fuck? $22 million, Clowney. I don't know, man. Like, player, but he's not a finisher. That's a problem. Oh, that's cool, Jackson. I didn't think we'd be 3 on the power rankings at all. I thought we'd be pretty low. I just think the team is going to be hamstrung this year. Worst signing in memory really might be Kerry Williams. Fuck that guy. Y'all remember Kerry Williams? Who in the chat remembers Kerry Williams? The one cornerback that Pete Carroll could not fix. I think Kerry Williams was like a 1-year, $7 million deal, just like this one. Jeremy Lane's body blew up in the Super Bowl, and he never made it back. That's all there is to it. He broke like every bone in his body in the Super Bowl. Like it's tough to come back from that shit. What did we give Jacob Hollister? Did we give him more money than I thought? I thought Jacob Hollister basically got the minimum. I think Disley will be on the field for week 1. If Clowney walks, then I want to go get Fowler, Quinn, Yannick, those guys. A couple of those guys. I met Chris Matthews one time. And I mean Chris Matthews, the receiver, not Chris Matthews, the political analyst. Free agent offensive lineman do I want the most? Maybe Jack Conklin. Yeah, Kyle, I do, and I really like their old Simon First, because he came in and filled in for, I think, earlier that season he filled in for Byron Maxwell, and he was pretty good. But then Simon, he sucked in the Super Bowl, and we never saw him again, basically. By the way, I'm doing a Madden Summer Sim right now. And Jack Conklin's Madden rating kind of sucks. So maybe he's not nearly as good as I thought.
Tachibana-sanが堂島組に連れ去られたから3時間というところだ。
Miles Garrett,
今、アジア外の人間に行方を探らせている。
No, Fowler definitely won't be like Anza. Anza was taking a one-year prove-it deal because he couldn't stay healthy. Fowler won't be like that at all. And to my knowledge, Quinn injury history. Am I wrong about that? Has Robert Quinn been injured a lot?
小田は渋沢の犬だった。私が渋沢という。
I don't think. I mean, you know, at a certain point, you have to go get somebody. Like last year, I was really happy when we got Anza because we had to roll the dice, but it didn't really work out. Wood Lynch. Which Lynch, Jackson?
あなたからの一粒は立花さんと牧村誠のそ。
Oh, Marshawn? I don't know. Who cares? I mean, if we bring him back, we'll basically be bringing him back like as a fullback, you know? He's not going to play very much. It's not going to change this season at all, though, I don't think. He's not going to help us win games. But he could come back and have fun. I don't hate that.
おそらくどういうことだ。この時牧村源三には中国で生き別れた娘がいた。立花さんの母親にあたる人だ。
Yeah, Marshawn wasn't that good when we had him, but can we blame him? He was running behind, like, you know, Joey Hunt and DJ Fluker and frickin' who was backing up Mike Upati in the playoffs before we put in Phil Haynes? I can't even remember. It depends on how much money Jerron Reed wants, Michael. Yeah, I can't even get mad at Marshawn for not having a bunch of yards. I mean, my God, look at the shit he was running behind. And by the way, guys, I don't know if any of you saw this, but DJ Humphries got like $45 million from the Cardinals. And DJ Humphries is terrible. So offensive linemen are expensive, so you better be ready to lube up if you want to bring in an offensive lineman. I'm just preparing you guys in advance. DJ Humphries is bad at football and he got $45 million. I feel like Vic Beasley only had one good year. I don't trust him. Hawkblogger? Yeah, I know who Hawkblogger is. I follow him on Twitter. I might do 8 to 10 million for Reed. Andrew, I'm going to talk about wide receivers. I was going to do it today, but it's probably not going to be till later this week now. I don't know. I mean, we only can get so many new pass rushers. You know? Like, I don't want to waste one of our tickets on a guy like Vic Beasley. Yeah, Ron, I just mentioned that. And DJ Humphries sucks at football. Yeah, offensive linemen are expensive. It is what it is. Yeah, Jackson, I really expect Dixon and Britt to both get cut, so that's a given. I don't... protecting Russ should be priority one. Yeah, of course. And admittedly, getting Greg Olsen does help with that if he's on the field. But who the hell has any confidence that Greg Olsen is going to be healthy? Kyle, I would totally do that, but I think Fant is going to be more expensive than that.
Kiryu!
Maybe between Disley and Olsen we can get a good season out of the tight end position. But who knows if we even get that? Who plays center in 2020? I'm hoping a rookie. Like I said, Biadaz is my guy. There are other options out there, but I want to bring in somebody new. Britt is not good enough anymore to keep around.
Kiryu, それでもまだ立花は今どこ？俺ら下っ端には知らされて。
Yeah, trading for Mac would not be a horrible idea either. Although I don't know what we'd have to give up to get him, but Atlanta would probably be willing to do a fire sale. Guys, are you guys... Because Fetty's probably going to get about $40 million in free agency. So everybody buckle up for that, because that's going to be fun when we wake up one day and Fetty has a $40 million extension. Nick Harris from Washington? Maybe. That's not a bad idea. Guys, you know what would have been really cool? You know what would have really made this whole Greg Olsen thing not an issue and not happen? If we had just taken, you know, George Kittle when we wanted to, because we wanted to draft George Kittle, and for some reason Schneider thought he was going to be available in like the 6th round. That would have been really fucking nice.
お前自分が何してんのか分かってんのか。言ったはずだ。今俺に手を貸せばお前は。うるせえ。
俺はおめえがいねえ登場会でのし上がっても意味がねえんだ。おめえがいくら言ったとこで俺との縁は切らし。
Well, one thing about that, Revrai,
錦
one thing about that, Revrai, is,
おめえにつきまとってやる。
Pete Carroll is not somebody who likes to take cornerbacks in the first round. He likes to take them later on and develop them, and it's been very successful for him. So, I'm not pissing all over myself over him not getting, Jair Alexander. Yeah, I don't know what to do with Carson, guys. I truly believe that he was a net negative player, or close to it, last year. The fumbles are just a huge problem. Penny's ceiling, I don't know. I mean, we got to see what he looks like when he comes back from the injury. I mean, even if running backs do matter, Carson's inability to hold onto the ball is a massive, massive problem, and until he addresses it, I do not want to give him big money. Like, he cost us games last year with some of his fumbles, and he could have easily cost us more than he did. He got very lucky. I can't tell which ones aren't on my side. This is annoying. Yeah, I don't think I would take any running back in the first round. Like, even Zeke. Like, who gives a shit about Zeke? Would the Cowboys be better or worse if they had Tony Pollard? Like, I'm not convinced. Oh yeah. Shout out to the Chiefs, by the way. I really think what the Chiefs did in the playoffs got Wilson, like, anxious. I think he saw what the Chiefs were doing and was like, I want that. I want an offense like that. So shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs for doing that. That might end up helping us a lot. Michael, I think this game is good. Some of the mini-game stuff is fun, but this combat is just okay. There are some things in it that I think are kind of dull, but as for what you're fighting for, you're just a guy in the Yakuza trying to make his way. What is my ethnicity? Do you watch my videos? Oh, you mean like, okay. Okay, I'm half Korean. I heard Frank Clark say a few things. I don't know exactly what he said.
Honto. 負ける気がしねえよ。お前と一緒なら。
そいつはこっちのセリフだ。兄弟。
I don't know, Andrew. I expect some of them to go.
ん？牧村誠をそこにか。
そうか。さあ行くか。
So, there is a chance I'm going to beat this game tonight, just so you guys know. If I do beat this game tonight, next time I stream, I'm going to be playing the Spyro trilogy. I do like Frank Clark, though. I have a soft spot for him. I know he's done some stupid shit, and I know he's not on this team anymore, but I got some love for Frank Clark. He's a seems like an alright guy, and he was a good player while he was here. Oh, who shot me? Oh, some mofo. Oh, you motherfucker. Now I'm mad. Kyle, I think I would probably do that. That's a lot cheaper than what that guy on the Dolphins got, Xavier Howard. And Xavier Howard might have had a more impressive third year than Shaq Griffin did. Andrew, I might eventually, but I don't have them right now, and I don't want to buy any more games because I pre-ordered a Persona 5, and I'm going to jump into that as soon as I get it, so I don't want to load up on a bunch of other stuff that's just going to sit there forever. But I might try the other Yakuza games at some point.
Na, Kiryu. おめえ、今までよく生き延びたよ。まったく大したもんだ。
Should we have traded for Minka? No, not really. I don't think Minka moves the needle that much. I think we have good safeties.
Kiryu-san.
Who do you think we will sign? I mean, I'll come out with my name soon enough. All right, see ya, Michael.
お兄ちゃん。
わかった。
The only really good thing I can say, guys, about the Greg Olson signing is that it's a one-year deal.
兄って。橘?
It's a one-year deal, so if it doesn't work out, it'll be over with after this season, and we can just move on. I do appreciate that. Y'all know what I mean.
なんでやっと会えると思ったのに。
橘をさらったのは堂島組の渋沢の指図だ。
渋沢？
大阪で俺たちを襲ってきたやつだ。堂島組若頭補佐の一人。今はそいつが堂島組を動かしている。
堂島組は兄じゃなく私の居場所を探してるんですよね。
すまない。
Oh, no, Greg's not gonna last the whole year. No way in hell. Like, I think best case scenario, we get like 14 games out of him. And if that happens, okay, I'll deal with it. That's fine. But it's also very possible we get like 10 or 8 or 6. The Steelers gave up a first-round pick. That is quite a bit. They gave up a mid-first-round pick. That is significant. And we ended up getting Diggs for a 5th-round pick, and Diggs ended up being really good for us. I think Janoris Jenkins sucks now, so I don't think I want to trade for Janoris Jenkins, Julius Young. I have no idea, Kyle, but I don't think that's going to happen. Wagner has such a fat contract. I think Chase Young will be really good. Two first-round picks and Bobby Wagner for a blue-chip defensive end. I don't know, man. I need a little bit more. No, I think Tua is probably going to go to the Dolphins, so I think he's going to go number 6, right? Don't fall in love too much with Chase Young, guys. I mean, come on, he's not a sure thing. If you told me that Chase Young was a sure thing to be Reggie White, then I would think about it, but I can't give up all that much stuff for a guy who we don't even know if he's going to be good. Yeah, Bobby is still one of the best players in the league. He's still maybe a top 3 linebacker, but I don't think most teams value linebackers that much. The Seahawks right now are kind of one of the rare teams that does place a pretty high value on linebackers. A team like the Patriots wouldn't take Bobby for hardly anything, I don't think. I don't like Jordan Love. He's inaccurate. I don't know why people are all up on Jordan Love. I don't understand that. Somebody's going to have to explain that to me. So, one thing I'm going to be doing over the next couple months is a thing called a summer sim, which is me and my friends. We each take ownership of one team in Madden. And we do a fantasy draft of every player in the league. And then we sim the season and see who ends up winning the Super Bowl. So hopefully I win. I've never done it before. Yeah, Kyle, it's pretty fun to draft. We'll see how the season goes. But the guy who runs it is going to stream out all the simmed games. So we're going to get to watch our teams play. I ended up getting the Vikings, though, because the Seahawks were already taken. The Vikings were my favorite team of the, 4 or 5 teams that I had to pick from. Yeah, I watch baseball. Often. Not a ton. But if the Mariners are at least making it interesting, I'll watch pretty much every Mariners game. Like last year when the Mariners fell off and it wasn't even interesting, I didn't watch that much, but I watched a little. Mostly when we started playing the young guys, you know? That was fun. Jamie Collins, I don't see it. Linebacker. Our linebackers are fine. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. I'll watch a little bit of those. All-Star game in MLB or Home Run Derby, a little bit. It's not a huge deal for me. I like the dunk contest more. I don't know what to make of that dude leaving the Cavs. That was kind of interesting, though. He signed a 5-year deal, right? Yeah, we better make big moves this offseason, or else what the hell are we doing? Yeah, but I don't think Nintendo was ever spending good money on the Mariners. It's not like they were ever opening those pocketbooks for the sake of the team. Yeah, I'll come back to this later. Yeah, here's the thing, Emmett, how would it be helping Russell Wilson? This offseason is supposed to be about supporting Russell Wilson. How is it supporting Russell Wilson to get rid of his best receiver? If we trade Lockett just because we want to get some value, I don't think that's giving Wilson the support that everybody seems to want us to give him.
んじゃ次6本目行こうか。ああ、7本目もまとめていっちまった。指先は神経が集中して痛みを与えるのに最適です。まあな。手の指と合わせて残りたったの8本。全部潰れるまでに私の口割れますか。
Okay, could we trade for Odo Beckham Jr.? Like, okay, but how is that help? Okay, here's my thing, Emmett. If we trade Lockett for assets, and then we just trade assets for Odo Beckham Jr., it feels like we just moved sideways, right? Because whatever assets we get for Lockett, we'd probably have to give up those assets to get Beckham. Ron, there was a character who had to chop off their finger because they failed a Yakuza mission in a cutscene much earlier.
あと少しで口はありますよ、こいつは。まだわかんねえのか。拷問が通じる男じゃねえよ。いい加減他の手考えろや。
Most overrated NBA team really might be the Rockets. I hate what they've become with Westbrook. I absolutely hate what they've become ever since they got Westbrook.
人間殴んのがたまんねえから極道やってんです。兄貴だってそうでしょ。極道に頭使えなんていつからそんなぬるくなっちまったんですか。そんなんだから何度も下手打つんでしょうが。
Yeah, we could trade Lockett for a second round pick, but I don't think that helps. Like, if we flipped that pick to get Beckham, I guess we're getting a slightly better receiver, but we're also getting another guy who's injury prone, a guy who's going to complain if he doesn't get the ball thrown his way enough, which, by the way, will very likely happen in this offense. Yeah, Pete Rose needs to be put in the Hall of Fame. That's becoming a bigger joke as time goes by.
ちょっと何する気ですか。
情報を引き出す前にこいつがバカに殺されたとあっちゃこの俺がいい笑いもんだ。
Hey, Enrique.
てめえ笑ってんのか。おい何見てんだ
Work was fine today, Enrique. Yeah, I can't believe how good the Raptors are, guys. I bet the under on their win total. And they are surprising the hell out of me. Nah, Pelicans aren't coached well enough. I don't think they can make the playoffs. I had steak for dinner. Yeah, I mean, Emmett, the thing is, Odell Beckham also has a massive contract. Like, he's a little better than Lockett, but he costs way more than Lockett. So, I don't know, man. Whoa, I'm losing frames. Guys, this is on the PS4. This should be, like, optimized a little better. Yeah, Robert Manfred fucking sucks. Fucking dick, man. Robert Manfred is a little bitch. Yeah, they probably should, but I think their real problem is Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons just He doesn't have the right skill set to succeed in the modern NBA. You need to be able to shoot if you're going to play guard. It's like trying to be a quarterback who can't throw. I mean, I'm saying all these negative things about the Sixers, but at the end of the day, they were a miracle away from going to overtime against the eventual champion Toronto Raptors last year. If your point guard can't space the floor, then I don't know what you're doing. It's like Rondo. Back when Rondo was in his prime, everyone was like, this guy's a top 3 point guard. And I was like, he's not even top 10. He can't shoot. And Boston's offense every year was one of the worst offenses in the league, even though he was playing with 3 Hall of Famers, because he couldn't shoot. And teams just played against him on defense like they weren't even afraid of him. They were playing 5 feet away from him. I remember in the finals in 2010, Kobe played no defense that whole series because Rondo was not a threat. Kobe or LeBron? I mean, LeBron's a much better player. I think that's impossible to debate at this point. I was really confused by that trade, Andrew, because I think Wiggins kind of sucks. I don't understand the Wiggins thing. I mean, I understand that people are a little gung-ho about Kobe right now because of what just happened and everyone's loving him. I don't know. I didn't think Kobe was as good as a lot of people thought he was when he played. To me, Kobe, you know, if I was to make an all-time list of the best basketball players of all time, I would put Kobe in the top 15, but I don't think I'd put him in the top 10. Better first, Pistons or Bulls? I guess I would say Pistons, but I don't know. I mean, when is the Bulls owner dude gonna die? When is Reinsdorf gonna die? Because they're not really gonna be that good until he dies. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of advanced metrics and stats that'll tell you, like, I don't think Kobe was ever, he wasn't that efficient, and he just, you know, I know he made all those, you know, all defense teams, but he was not an amazing defensive player. I don't know. I feel like I can name at least 12 players in NBA history who I would take over Kobe at this point. Over their careers, I mean. I will say Kobe was fun to watch. But I would take... Yeah, Ron, I kind of agree. I don't like the way this Sixers team plays together. I really don't like Ben Simmons. I don't think he's that guy. I'm not saying Ben's... Seahawks are the Niners from 2012 desperate front office with the closing window. Yeah, well, at least we have a real quarterback who can carry us, but I just wish we would do a few things a little more intelligently. I know what you mean, though. Yeah, I know Reinsdorf owns the White Sox. That's, I know he cares about the White Sox way more than the Bulls, which to me is, like, really, really weird. Yeah, I think the songs will come back in the near future.
あなたに殺しのできぬ。
おい、立花。なんだ。
Yeah, Kobe got handed the keys to a Ferrari early in his career, guys. He got to play with Shaq. He got to play with Phil Jackson. I will say this. The 2002 Lakers team sucked. The 2002 Lakers were ass. And Shaq and Kobe were so good they still won the title. I will say that. That team was Kobe, Shaq, and then Ori, Fisher, Rick Fox, and nobody else on that team was any good at all. Like, nobody else on that team should have been playing. Like, they had, like, Samaki Walker, who was no good. They had Mitch Richmond, and he was completely washed up. Like, that team winning the title is... Like, I gotta give it up to them for that. Yeah, I know, Emmett. I know. I get you. But regardless, the fact that that shitty 5-man team won a title is pretty incredible. Is this the end of the game? I'm getting pretty close, TJ. I might try to beat it tonight. I'm not sure. I'm gonna take a shot, though. Yeah, that's the problem. We got 3 new wave head coaches in our division. Kingsbury, Shanahan, and McVay. All 3 of those guys are going to be tough to deal with. No matter how their talent goes. Like, Arizona's not that talented right now, but I still think they're going to be a problem. Something like that, Emmett, yeah. I really do think Wilson watched the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs this year and was like, I want to be like that. I want to play like that.
Kiryu.
And, you know, one thing about 2002 in basketball, by the way, I know there was some bullshit, but that Game 7 was legit. Like, that was straight up. Both teams had every opportunity to win that game, and the Lakers, I think, deserved to win that game. I will say that much. So, shout out to Pat Mahomes, shout out to Andy Reid, shout out to everybody on that Chiefs team that made that a possibility. Wait, is he dead? Are you shitting me? What the hell else is going to happen to this woman? What the hell else is going to happen to this woman in this game? Can I just shoot her in the head? Like, life is not for this woman. Somebody needs to execute this woman just so she can stop being miserable all the time. TJ, I think he's just saying that in case he ends up stuck with the same guys. I cannot believe that we're going to stick with the same O-line next year. I cannot believe that is just insane. I refuse to believe that until I have to. That Sacramento team in 2002 was fun as hell. They had that Sacramento team had two of the best passing big men in NBA history. Divac and Weber. Both those guys, incredible passers. They had some star power, just not traditional star power. Like Peja Stojakovic was a star. Yeah, TJ, but we're going to have to pay a Fetty, 12 mil a year when we could go get a rookie and pay him 3 mil a year, and he'll probably be about as good as a Fetty is. Like, why would you pay a Fetty 15 mil a year when you can just pay some second-round rookie, 2 mil a year, and get somebody who's probably about as good? What am I missing? By the way, I will not be mad if we keep... Listen to my words. I will not be mad if we keep Upati for one more year, because he was really good in run blocking. And he's going to be cheap. If we keep Upati for one more year, I'm not going to be mad about that. Every player on the Astros should have been banned from the Major League Baseball for the rest of their lives. Yeah, Jacob, I know. I made a video about it right before I started streaming. You can go check it out if you want to. By the way, even DJ Fluker, I know DJ Fluker is not very good, but he's really, really cheap. So if we keep him on as, like, the backup, there ain't nothing wrong with that, guys. Don't hate on DJ Fluker as being completely worthless. He is cheap as hell, and we are getting what we're paying for with him. He's not good, but that's not a worthless piece of depth right there, exactly. Hey, Robert. Yeah, that's one thing. I mean, The Niners are stuck with Garoppolo for one more year, but after that year they can just cut him. Like they're going to have some freedom to move around pretty soon. I think the Bucks are gonna stick with Winston. That's my guess. I think they're gonna stick with Winston.
だったらもっとやる気だし、俺だってこんな狭いとこに缶詰になって我慢してんだ。近江の人間がカムロ町で幅利かしてたらことなんでね。
せやったら島野の親父にも手借りたらええやないか。正直に女に。
Well, Jameis Winston had a LASIK surgery, right? Like, it'd be pretty damn funny if that actually fixed his problems. Remember what happened to Jermaine Kearse? Austin, I don't think you can have two favorite teams. You can have another team that you'll root for, but I don't think you can have two favorite teams. That's weak. I think the Chargers might draft Herbert. That makes a little bit of sense to me.
どういうこっちゃ。
牧村誠の一件は近江連合には島野から空の一坪を100億で買い取る用意が。
何やと？
近江連合の狙いはそいつを近江が抑えちまえば、そうなりゃ近江は山ほど兵隊をカムロ町に送り込める。
My second favorite team in the NFC, probably the Bears, just because my best friend is a Bears fan.
100億ぐらいはすぐに回収できる。
そしたら親父は登場会。
そう。島野はと。
But it's tough for me to really like any other NFC team. It's just, you know, you play them too much. I can't believe we played 7 mil from. Yeah, I know. If it was 5 million even, I would be like, whatever. Favorite AFC team? It might be the Ravens.
もっとも女殺し。
ちょ待てや。親父の狙いが土地やったら。
それについちゃ島野に何か。けど近江連合の上はそれで承知した。
せやったらあんたへの見返りは何や。この件であんたにも得はあるんやろ。
カムロ町の支配者の座さ。近江連合側のね。
あんた島野の親父から何も聞かされとらん言うてなかったわ。
I used to be friends with quite a few Giants fans, but I don't know. I'm okay with Giants fans. Some of them are a little delusional about Eli, and it gets on my nerves.
そろそろ休憩は終わりにしろ。とりあえず。
そこになんかあるんか。
I think the Cowboys might make the NFC Championship game this year. I think McCarthy might put them over the top. I really do. Thoughts on Aubrey Hupp? I think it's bullshit. I think it's absurd. And I don't like the can of worms this is going to open up at all, but I guess it is what it is. I like Giants fans way more than Cowboys fans. That's not even a contest, bro. One second, guys. I gotta reply to somebody. I got a message just now. Favorite World Series you've watched? Probably the Giants Royals. I remember watching Game 7 at a Cheesecake Factory bar. That was pretty rad. Oh yeah, the Cubs World Series was nice. But I think I really liked the one where Bumgarner came in on 1 day's rest and saved the last 6 innings or whatever. Yeah, Emmett, the more I look at it, the more I feel like 7 mil is bullshit. Like, again, make it 5 million and I'll be good with it. Do you think that keeping Marshawn was a good idea? I don't have a strong opinion of it. It doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I think the Cowboys are going to sign Amari Cooper. I don't think he's an option. Yeah, TJ, I understand your concern. I can't lie. Uh, yeah, that is definitely a concern, and I'm glad we have somebody with a little experience like Hollister who could fill in for fill in as a tight end, but he's just not good enough. Yeah. Andrew, I kind of do. Yeah, I think I do. Well, who cares about what Schottenheimer wants? Schottenheimer is mediocre at best. Whatever he wants is probably detrimental to the rest of the team. TJ... Oh, shit. Can you guys hear me? I messed up the cord. Can you guys still hear me? Well, if Hollister got hurt, we would have picked another dude up off the street, and he probably would have been about as good as Hollister. So, I don't see it that way, buddy. Like, we could have gone out and like picked up some random rookie, and it probably would have been about as good as Hollister. Gardner Minshew, I'm kind of on board. I like him. Oh, screwed mid-game? Well, okay, maybe. Maybe. I mean, George Fant would have to play tight end. And as fun as that would be, it probably wouldn't be very effective. What don't I like about Ursua? he's too small, and I don't think his talents are going to manifest themselves against NFL caliber players. Yeah, Emmett, that's why I want to get free agent pass rushers and then draft offensive linemen, because I do think there will be good offensive linemen. You're Your mom is a Yankees fan? Who would I take in the first round if we don't get Biedaz? I'm gonna have to look into that. I thought the All-Star game was fun as hell. The Seahawks defense deserves more credit. I don't see how, man. They're not good at anything. They didn't... Even by the end of the year, they stopped forcing turnovers. Like, what are we going to give them credit for at this point? They're just not good. I feel like offensive linemen can be good, or at least passable right out of the gate, or at least within a couple of months. I feel like rookie defensive linemen are rarely beastly pass rushers coming right out of the gate. I think you could probably find exceptions to that, but I would rather take my chances like that. They're good at interceptions. Yeah, they were for part of the season, but then by the end of the season, they couldn't force a turnover in 4 straight games. In 4 of the biggest games of the year, 2 playoff games, 0 turnovers. Jake Fromm sucks. Jake Fromm sucks. Probably because we didn't get very much pressure on the quarterback, and our number 1 cornerback, while very good, is not yet much for being able to actually play the ball. Probably Hurts. I don't think Eason's going to be good in the NFL. Well, also, I mean, I really do think that a big part of the problem with the offensive linemen that Schneider used to draft was they had to work with Tom Cable. We might be having a very different conversation about some of the offensive line draft picks if it wasn't for Tom Cable. Most of the bad shit that Ifedi did in his career was because he was being coached by Tom Cable. I think it's safe to say that at this point. Probably Trevor Lawrence. I would go with Trevor Lawrence. I like both guys, but I would go Trevor Lawrence. Like, Mark Lewinsky might have been a badass for the Seahawks, and he got ruined by Cable. That's possible. Guys like J.R. Sweezy looked way better after they got away from Tom Cable. I would 100% bring back Rupati for the vet minimum. Schneider has not been terrible for the last 5 years. That's crazy talk. He's made mistakes, but he has not been terrible. That's... You guys are crazy.
Whoa. Whoa.
No, I don't think Easton should have stayed in UW. I think Easton should have taken up a career in bowling or something. I don't think he likes football.
やっぱりあんただったんだな、真島さん。
Yeah, Baker Mayfield's overrated. Although, I mean, everybody kind of knows what he is at this point.
町の門からあんたを見たって知らせがあってな。組から消されたあんたがいや、つれねえことを言うなよ。何黙ってんだよ俺。
下っ端が偉なったもんだな。
We got a better receiver than Debo in the second round. I don't understand how that's a strike against Schneider. Yeah, Marcus Golden wouldn't be bad, but I kind of... I feel like a lot of his sacks were cheap. But I'd have to really look at the tape. But I wouldn't hate that. But this is not the offseason to be cheap with the defensive line. Like, last year, it was okay to be cheap with the defensive line. That's why I was okay with getting Ansa, because I was okay with getting a cheap guy and to see if he could do something. But this year, we cannot be cheap on the defensive line. If we are, then we're just not going to have a good season. Yeah, I think the Niners are going to keep Sanders. It'd be weird to trade for him and then not keep him past this season. And I don't dislike Debo. I think Debo's a fine player, but DK put similar numbers in a way worse offense in terms of utilizing receivers. DK put up those numbers in an offense that basically just said, hey, go get open. Debo put up his stats for Kyle Shanahan, who was keeping him open. Odell's so overrated? I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. I don't think he's overrated. Not at this point. TK without Wilson is 6'5" and runs a 4.33 40. He is not nothing without Wilson. That's... Y'all are tripping. I do not know who Brandon I...
相変わらずですね、真島さん。若い者のご無礼をお許しください。このお詫びにお連れしたいところがあります。
こいつらにも言うたんやけどな。
No, guys, it's not Shanahan's fault. I'm telling you guys. Listen to my words carefully. Katie Sowers. Do y'all know who Katie Sowers is? She was on the coaching staff for the 2016 Falcons, and she was on the coaching staff for the Niners this year. She's the problem. She was on the Falcons, on the Niners. Both years they blew the Super Bowl. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? She's the problem. You heard it here first. Emmett, I'm trolling. Guys, I'm trolling. Katie Sowers is she's in the Microsoft commercials about how she's like the first ever female NFL coach or whatever, and it's cringy and try hard and like annoying.
Yeah.
Come on, you guys have seen the Microsoft Surface commercials, right? Yeah, Austin Roberts, she was on the coaching staff for the Falcons in 2016. And I think she left the Falcons along with Kyle Shanahan. So I think Shanahan is a scapegoat. Anyway, but the real lesson here is, I think we all need to realize, is that it's definitive proof that women have no place on the football field. If you know what I mean. But anyway, that was just an amusing little tidbit. She was on the Falcons that blew the lead in the Super Bowl, and she was on the Niners that blew the lead in the Super Bowl. I don't know if y'all noticed, but the XFL games, I've watched both Dragon games, and both games have had one female referee. So that I kind of noted as being a little interesting. Because I don't know if I've ever seen an on-field female referee in the NFL. Yeah. Don't forget about the defense of the Niners, too, guys. The 49ers defense gave up 21 points in like 9 minutes. That's bad. They couldn't adjust at all. I don't blame you for not liking the XFL. I do. I understand the level of play isn't there yet, but I think it's going to get there. Yeah, I'm going to make more Dragon videos, Andrew.
そっから生まれる再開発の利権を手土産に登場界の跡目やあんな頭の足りん小物がトップになったら登場界はしまいやで
Lonzo Ball, I don't like Lonzo Ball. He needs to fix his off. He needs to be able to score.
せやあいつほど厄介な男は
He's really good on defense, though, I'll give him that, but point guard defense doesn't matter that much. Probably not much more than the next game, Andrew.
それ言ったら兄弟も同じだ。だから組から名前消しで兄弟
信頼を得るためせや女から見れいずれ真島の言うことやったらなんで
I'm not sure, Andrew. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I mean, who's playing? Is Jaylen Brown playing? Do you use a proxy service to bet? Yes, I do. NBA Defense Player of the Year, probably Gobert. Rudy Gobert. It's still funny as hell, though. I think Cam Newton's gonna land in Los Angeles. Sure, why not? Hassan Whiteside is not that good. He puts up stats, but he's not as good as his stats say that he is. But I think Defensive Player of the Year should be Gobert again. Who would trade for Stafford's giant-ass contract? He's got a monster deal, doesn't he? No, I think the Raiders are actually going to get Brady. I think it's going to happen. I hate it, but I think it's going to happen. Yeah, I know Whiteside has good stats, but I don't think he's a great defensive player. I think he puts up big stats, but I think sometimes those stats come at the detriment of the team. It's like Pau Gasol at the end of his career when he was on the Spurs. Pau Gasol would go after rebounds and not box out. So even though he was getting big rebound numbers, he was actually hurting his team rebounding. David Lee used to do that shit constantly, by the way. David Lee was like the master of never boxing his guy out, and he would just go get rebounds. And he would get a lot of rebounds, but he would also cost his team a lot of rebounds. I don't think Whiteside is a bad player. I just don't think he's like a top 5 defensive player in the NBA or anything like that.
Huh?
Like, when Seahawks closer to rebuild or a Super Bowl, I guess you would probably say Super Bowl. We're not going to rebuild when we have Wilson. Like, you can't rebuild when you have a franchise quarterback. You're just wasting him. Yes, I do have a gaming PC that I built, but it is currently about 8 years old. But it was state-of-the-art when I built it. I'm going to build another one at some point, but I'm going to get all the mileage I can out of this one first. But yeah, the PC I built 8 years ago cost like $2,000, and it was state-of-the-art at the time. I am going to play everything I can play on it, and when I can't play things on it anymore, I am going to buy a new computer. Or build a new computer that I buy. Whatever. I think the Titans are going to give Tannehill like $90 million or something. I need to upgrade my abilities on this guy. I haven't done it in a hot minute. Rodgers is not going to win another Super Bowl. He's not even a good player anymore. I'm trying to piss off any Packers fans if they're... to be clear. There are probably no Packers fans in here, though. Yeah, this should be Breeze's last year, I think. Unless he plays really, really well. Oh yeah, I give Dame Lillard a ton of credit. Dame Lillard is incredible. I take away nothing from Dame. He's a monster. In fact, I have a respect for Dame after this year that I never had for him before. The degree to which he is carrying that Blazers team to possibly like an 8 seed is kind of amazing. That team is really bad right now. Although they're going to get some players back. No, I don't think Burrow's going to pull an Eli Manning. I mean, I don't think CJ McCollum is that great. I mean, he's decent. I don't think he's that great. Trevor Ariza and Kent Bazemore weren't very good for the Blazers for some reason. Ariza's okay, I guess. You know, Zach Collins has gotten hurt. Whiteside has played selfishly for a good chunk of the season. But somehow that Blazers team is still competitive in these games. It's kind of incredible to me. Are you really gonna put the Kings on that list, JS? Are the Kings really there yet? That's a little bold. That seems a little optimistic to me. I don't know about that, my guy. I don't think Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks in the league anymore, to be clear. His EPA is not very strong, but he's not bad. I was messing around with that. Like, I really like what the Grizzlies are doing. I love what the Mavericks are doing. I don't know if I would put the Kings on that list, JS. That's a little early for me. I really like Fox, and Heald is cool, but I don't feel like the team is playing that well yet. Yeah, I mean, after Luka and Porzingis hasn't even been that great this year, it's not like they have a lot else going for them, like Seth Curry, you know? But they're trending in the right direction. I think people don't even understand how freaking amazing Luka is yet. Like, the fact that he's doing this in his second year is insane. Oh, McDonald's, 100%. I have had Burger King once in the last 20 years, and I did not think much of it. I mean, Emmett, to me, Chris Carson is perfectly capable of catching passes out of the backfield. We just don't throw it to him. Like, Travis Homer, to me, is like the perfect third down back. We just need to, you know, utilize him and let him prove it one way or the other. I really think Travis Homer is kind of like the ideal third down back. I don't think Wilson is very good at throwing screens. I think that's a hole in his game. In fairness, but that being said... yeah, I do not like Burger King. Why is Marshawn coming back even being entertained? Because it wouldn't cost very much, and what the hell difference does it make? I would expect him to want to retire, though. I don't know why he'd want to come back and grind through another long regular season. Well, JS, for one, Marshawn could basically play fullback. Number two, there are a lot of teams that carry 4 running backs. That's not that uncommon. It'd basically be the same as last year, except we'd replace Procise with Lynch. That's not unreasonable. Alright, see you later, Jacob. Yeah, Emmett, there was one thing that happened in the preseason week 1 last year that made me laugh. Geno Smith came in against, I can't remember who it was, and he immediately started throwing screen passes, and they were better than any screen pass Wilson has ever thrown. And, like, Geno Smith is, like, not good. So, I don't know what the hell that is, but there's something going on. Yeah, it might have been the Chargers. Yeah, Robert. That sounds about right to me. I hate one-on-one fights in this game because you can't charge up your heat meter. Well, it's a chicken and egg argument, JS. I mean, maybe the reason why we don't call running back screens is because Wilson sucks at throwing them and we don't want to waste the plays. Part of the problem might also be our offensive line is road graders. They're meant for run blocking and they're not really meant for pass blocking. That might be part of the problem. Are you scared of COVID-19? I don't know what that is. Okay, this guy's reasonable to fight than a lot of the people that I've had to fight. Ook. I'm not a Taco Bell guy. I'm not a Taco Bell fan. Oh, shit. Get up. Yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense that he would struggle with stuff that's, you know, your height is important. I guess that kind of makes sense. It is what it is. You rude motherfucker. Oh, I'm not scared of the coronavirus, man. We do this every, like, 2 years, some super virus. And then in a couple months it's gone, and it's like it never existed. It is. Dude, stop falling down all the way. Come on, knock him down. Knock his ass to the ground. Okay, this is bad. I really don't even know what I can do here. Like, he won't fall down, so I can't use my combo finishers on him. What do you think about RT for the Hawks? Who's RT? You're gonna have to fill me in on that one, buddy. Oh, right. I thought you meant a player. Right tackle, I kind of want to bring in Jack Conklin. Maybe Brandon Scherf. I think my favorite is probably Jack Conklin. But, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I want to get a really good one. Somebody who's going to be ready right now. Because the right tackle guard and the best pass. Conklin's probably my favorite. I just don't know how much he's going to cost. He costs a lot. Is very skippy for you? Okay, 1 second. Crap, I got stuck in a taunt. No. Come on, man. Yeah, see, you can't even get him to fall down, so you can't do your combos. That's killer. You have to be able to do combos in this. Yeah, that's an interesting question. I don't know what Conklin's going to cost. He might be really expensive. It might be a little prohibitive, but... I have to pick the Niners until I see signs of regression from them. And I can't even do a grab throw on them. Okay, here we go. Now we got something. Okay. Okay, that worked. Finally, I found something that worked. Scarlett Johansson. She's one of my favorites. In her prime. Oh, yes. Give me Scarlett. Angelina Jolie's a little too, like, I don't know. A little too, I don't know. Something's not there for me. A little too ethnic. Okay, so I have to do a throw. I cannot do a throw smash. He dodges the throw smash every time. Okay, see, he just sticks me in these combos, and then it just... I don't really know what to do when he gets me in that situation. Yeah, The Prestige is one of my favorite movies, by the way. That's actually a really good shout-out, by the way. Okay, come on. Oh, see? If he doesn't knock me down, he does that. This guy is so cheap when you get him down to low HP. Alright, maybe I got him. Shit. God, I couldn't finish him. I didn't have enough heat. Oh, you bum. You dumb asshole. Oh my god, fuck this guy, dude. Get up! Grab him! Oh my god. He really did a reversal on me. I had him. He was dead, and then he did a reversal on me like an asshole. Oh no! Oh! Motherfucker. This rude motherfucker. This guy... This is... Oh, you're going to the Cowboys game. Okay, that'll be interesting. I think the Cowboys could be really good this year, though. So watch out, man. I am a Dak fan. I think Dak is a really good quarterback. I've always been a believer. Well, not always, but I'm a believer in Dak. The LSU RB? Oh, yeah. I just don't really care about running backs that much unless they're special. So if y'all tell me he's really special, then maybe I'll consider it, but you gotta be something else if you're a running back for me to even consider you. Yeah, okay, now he goes Super Saiyan. So now the only thing I can really do is grab and then throw. And then I can do a finisher. And I only have to do that twice and I'll win. I just need to be able to get him on the ground, and this is the only way to get him on the ground. Okay, he reversed that. Ah. See, once he dodges that, you're just screwed. Oh my god. And every time he locks you in a combo, you're basically on the ground. Like, he's gonna put you on the ground one way or the other at that point. I hate it. Oh, I had him! Taunt, taunt, taunt. Throw. Yes! I think he's down. I got him. Now get out of here. Good luck, Robert.
柏木さん。
とこに来たやないか。さっさと答えんとこいつの左目えぐるで。俺と揃いにしたる。
Yeah, I don't think Joe Burrow is going to pull the Eli Manning. I think he's going to go to Cincinnati. It is what it is. He can leave Cincinnati after a few years if he wants to, but...
そうか。おらんかったらまた戻ってくんで。
Could you imagine the trade haul you could get for Joe Burrow, though, if he did? Like, that dude looks like a pretty darn sure thing. I don't know. I like Trevor Lawrence more, but he looks pretty darn good to me. I don't know. I'm pretty high on Burrow. I went to the playoff game that the Seahawks lost to the Rams. Back in 2005, the start of the 2005 year. 2004 season. Yeah, the 2004 season. Wait a minute, I should go to a drugstore actually and get some health items because I think I'm pretty much out. Yeah, Emmett, that's the game. The game where Bobby Ingram dropped the fourth down touchdown to tie the game. I went to the Packers NFC Championship game, which was a miserable experience, by the way. It was raining like a motherfucker, and then I watched my team play like garbage for 3 hours. The game in St. Louis was not a blowout, Robert. I remember we were driving with a chance to make it a game, and then Sean Alexander fumbled. He was running to the end zone. If he scored a touchdown, everything would have been changed. That was not a blowout. I don't think so at all. I do not consider that game to be a blowout. I remember watching it on TV. No problem, Dan P. Alright, I need to find a pharmacy or some shit before I go in here. Okay, hopefully this'll work. Yeah, I don't think the 04 game was a blowout. I think that Rams team lost a game against the Falcons when the Falcons were playing Chris Chandler at quarterback. And I think both quarterbacks threw like 9 combined interceptions, Bulger and Chris Chandler. It was really depressing that we couldn't find a way to beat that fucking team. Yeah, Sam Dog. Sorry I missed your call earlier. I never answer my phone. I always have it off. I always have the ringer off, so I never answer my phone. I'm not crazy about the Olsen signing. I already made my video about it. I'm not a big fan. But if he stays healthy, I think it'll be fine. He's still a capable tight end. I just think we could have achieved the same thing without the huge injury risk.
いらっしゃいませ。
Yeah, I remember that game, Robert. I think that game actually opened with a kickoff return for a touchdown by the Rams. I think it was 7-0 after like 10 seconds, if I recall correctly.
錦山いう男の行きつけって聞いたんやけどな。実際よう来るんか。
誰だあんた。
真島。
あんたの探してる男だって言ったらどうする？
Yeah, I mean, he can teach and mentor the young guys. Like, we already have some pretty established vets on this team that can teach the young guys.
マジ？ああ。俺がこの世界に入る前、島の組に真島って人がいたらしい。
Yeah, that is true, DNP. If we signed Hooper to a big deal, then we probably wouldn't have been able to keep Disley.
登場会に復帰したってことですか？真島さん。
Yeah, Sam Dog. I mean, hopefully this allows us to just free up and spend like crazy on the trenches, but we'll find out. We'll see.
って言ったら信じてくれるか？
何？
お前の兄弟分はどこや？牧村誠どこに隠しとる？
Yeah, Steve Hutchinson scouting for the Seahawks offensive line. I mean, it can't be worse than what we have right now. How can he make anything worse?
お前じゃ俺には勝てん。
笑わせんな。会ったばかりで俺の何がわかんだよ。
今ので何もわからんようやから、お前は俺に勝てんのや。
あんたも分かっちゃいねえよ。あんたの目に俺がどう映ってんのか知らねえが、俺は死んでも兄弟を売る男じゃね
え。なるほど。そういうことかいな。
確かにあんたは強えらしい。それでも俺は引くわけにはいかねえんだよ。
Like, to me, instead of getting Greg Olson, why not go get another veteran who's going to cost you half as much? God, so many one-on-one fights. I like the group fights so much more. Jimmy Graham, that might be a bridge too far, but something like that. That's closer to what I would have wanted to do than to get Greg Olson. Get somebody who I'm going to have confidence is going to play 16 games. I wouldn't be surprised if Greg Olson plays 6. Yeah, I remember that game too. I remember all these games really well, by the way. Gross Matos falls to us. I think it's possible, but who knows? Yeah, Emmett, I feel you, man. I do feel you when you say that. I know what you mean. Well, I screwed that up. I don't expect Josh Gordon to ever play football again. I would not expect that at all. That dude has... He's got problems, man. I can't do nothing for it. Alright, got him. Got him. My first jets. Amari Cooper is going to be re-signed by Dallas. I do not expect that guy to be an option at all. I think the Cowboys and the Dallas media loves Amari Cooper so much they're not going to let him leave. Also, Cooper's gonna cost too much money.
ちょっと待て。知らないのか。何やと。二人は中国残留孤児の2世で、一人で日本に密航してきたたち。牧村誠の方も。その兄貴がひでえ殺され方して、あの子はしばらく放心してた。気がついた時には。最後に西公園のそしたら今頃街を出歩いてるかもしれんちゅうことか。あの子はあんたさっきだったら
Yeah, the Wisconsin Center is kind of my favorite right now, but that can change.
俺も桐生も死んだ立花に合わせる顔がねえ。くそ。
Oh god, it's telling me to find Makoto and not giving me any idea of where to look. It's not giving me a waypoint. We can keep Joey Hunt, but he can't be the starter. If we keep Joey Hunt to start, then it's really time to fire everybody because somebody doesn't know what the hell they're doing. Okay, the only place I can think of would be the place where you get the massage. And I don't know where that is because this map doesn't really tell you about locations like that. Yeah, Joey Hunt's not that bad, but he's got a very low ceiling. Has Pete Carroll lost his touch at having good drafts? To a certain extent. It's certainly not what it used to be. A lot of it is because the players that Seattle covets are now being coveted by everybody. They used to only be coveted by the Seahawks. Like, guys like Cam Chancellor, the rest of the teams in the league did not give a crap about him. No, I don't want us to get Kareem Hunt. Are you insane? You might as well ask, do I want us to get Ray Rice? You may as well ask, do I want us to get Ray Caruth? Didn't Ray Caruth get out of prison like a few years ago, actually? I wonder if he's available. No, I don't want Melvin Gordon. I don't want running backs. I don't care about running backs. I will ride with Travis Homer for 12 carries a game and then just let Russ cook the rest of the time. Oh, fuck that guy with the Schmittar. I'm gonna get you. I'm coming to get you. I have no idea where Derrick Henry will end up. I don't know where that skill set is valued anymore. God, how many of you guys are there? I mean, Revrai, the best Russell Wilson ever played was in 2015 when his best running backs were like Thomas Rawls and Bryce Brown. I don't believe that at all. Sorry, man. I don't see it that way. It's a good year for running backs. Yeah, the guy who got away from me might have been Montez Sweat, and I understood why we passed up Montez Sweat at the time, because of he was a massive injury risk, but if we had drafted Montez Sweat, that guy might have been a difference maker. Isn't Instagram for posting pictures, Joe? Like, how would I use Instagram to talk about the Seahawks? I don't see how that would work. Like, I have an Instagram, but I never use it. Like, at the time, I understood why we didn't want to draft Sweat, because he was so damn risky. But it really would have worked out, it looks like. If the Redskins go 8-8, they would be ecstatic. If the Redskins go 8-8, then that's actually kind of incredible on their part. Yeah, Joe, I don't know. I mean, I'm on Instagram. I just don't see how I would leverage it. Santi, if you're in the chat, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? Oh, she's going to the empty lot, but how do I know where the empty lot is on this map? Like... I don't know where the empty lot is relative to everything else on the map. Yeah, Austin, the margins are super, super thin. So I get you. Komoro shopping area. Okay. Okay, it's right to the north then. I don't know who that is, Revrai. I haven't done all my draft research yet. Okay, I guess I gotta beat the crap out of these guys. Yeah. Nobody should ever draft a defensive end in the draft that runs. It's idiotic. It makes no sense. Okay, FedEx Field needs to be fixed. That is a big problem. And it's really kind of embarrassing for the NFL. Yeah, Santi, I saw that. I mean, I guess it wasn't a violent crime, right? I mean, it's not like it's not like he's a threat to kill anybody. So, I guess I can get behind it. FedEx Field? Have you seen FedEx Field lately? The field is dog shit at FedEx Field. The field at FedEx Field is why RG3's career is over. RG3 would probably still be a starting quarterback for the Redskins, but the field screwed him over. If it wasn't for FedEx Field, the Seahawks might have gone like 15-1 in 2013. Because Chris Clemens got hurt and barely played the next season and was not as effective until like the Super Bowl. If Clemens had played at 100% that whole season, we might have won 15 regular season games for all I know. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Robert. I don't think we would have won, though, because we had no pass rush. I don't think we could have beaten the Niners.
まことなんやろ。そないなとこで何してるんやお前。まこと？
あなたにはまた会えると思ってた。
お前見えとるんか。
Alright, chapter 15 done. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta reply to somebody. Okay. Alright. Yeah, 2002 was a lot of 2012 was a lot of fun. Nike, I don't really want Darius Slay. I do not want Darius Slay. I don't listen to very much rap. Oh, Dan P, I wasn't a believer in Wilson first half of 2012 either. I hated Wilson. I wanted Wilson to get the hell off my team until he beat the Patriots, and I still didn't really trust him until he beat the Bears. How much do you think Metcalf will improve this upcoming season? I don't see how he gets worse. The only limit to me on Metcalf is how often are we going to throw him the ball. We need to get him the damn ball more. Yeah, I thought Wilson was like the black Tim Tebow until week 5 against the Patriots. And then I still thought he was pretty mediocre until he beat the Bears. Yeah, I don't want to add a big-time receiver. I don't understand why people are so in love with bringing in like Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is not going to make this team that much better. Yeah, DK has flaws, but every rookie does pretty much.
あなたがそこにいるってことくらいは見える。
どないなっとんねん。
今日あの殻の一坪で
At the end of the day, you need to get 3 or 4 impact players out of the draft every year, or else you're going to fall behind.
その時私は目が見えなかった。
I don't think the Zers would win any games.
兄はもう殺されてた。その兄の体に触れた時ずっと見えなかった目が 光を感じ始めたの。
そんなことがあるんか。
兄の顔はどんなに顔を近づけてもはっきりとは分からなかった。分かったのはひどい拷問を受けて殺されたこと。
Isn't James Wiseman supposed to be the dude who's supposed to be the #1 pick in the NBA? He's supposed to be like a 7-foot center that everyone's in love with.
まさか。
Yeah, man, the Seattle Dragons defense is legit. The only time this defense has really gotten beat is when Cardell Jones just did some insane shit.
今のそいつの狙いはお前の命じゃない。あの土地をお前から買い取ることなんや。せやから。
Yeah, I mean, if Greg Olsen stays healthy, he is definitely a legit tight end 1. But I just can't count on him.
私のことなんかどうでもいい。私には死んでもやらなきゃいけないことがある。もしあなたが私を助けたいと思うなら手を貸して。兄を殺したのは殻の一粒を狙うヤクザたち、堂島組の3人の幹部、そして堂島宗平。
俺にそいつらを殺す。
But I know Wiseman is supposed to be the top guy, and it really looks like the Warriors might get him.
10億で足りる？もともと私のことも殺そうとしたんでしょ。お願いだからあいつらを殺して。きっとあなたは兄がそのために私と出会わせてくれたんだよ。
Rev I don't know, man. That's a good question.
敵を撃つのを望んでるってことでしょ。
お前の兄貴がそんな男のわけないやろが。待て。
ほっといて。もう一人で平気だから。
誠。
ほっといて。
なあ、たこ焼き食いかんか。たこ焼きや。それ食った後でまだほっとけ言うんやったら俺はそこで消えたる。
またお腹が空いてるから落ち込むんだっていうの。
あかんか。
いいよ。でも食べたらもう私に構わないで。
その話は食ってからにしろよ。
Yeah, the only thing about the Olsen deal that I like is that it's only 1 year, so after this year we don't have to think about it anymore and it's done. There's definitely a Super Bowl for the XFL, but I don't know what it's called. Oh god, it's an escort mission. I can't run, guys. This is as fast as I can go because I'm escorting a blind chick. Oh no. Not this. Anything but this. Am I gonna have to walk all the way across town escorting this blind chick? Okay, good. I actually don't have to walk very far. Thank God. I was about to rage.
よう、そんなんで街中歩けたな。怪我してへんか？
大丈夫だから。
Yeah, Emmett, it's gonna be finicky. I know what you mean completely. As soon as the team starts to struggle, I'm gonna be pushing all the panic buttons, and I think a lot of other people are as well. I think a lot of people are gonna get sick of some stuff.
Huh?
雪の確率天気予報で言ってた。
そっか。どういうこっちゃ。
どうかしたの？
Is Rhaegor realistically gettable in the second round?
人がめっちゃ並んどる。
Or is he a first round pick?
屋台。
多分。
どこで見たいの？
なんか広場みたいなところ。周りに大きな建物がいっぱいあった。
この辺りで広場言うたら。
Okay, he would be a first rounder. Yeah, I just don't think we can afford to use our first round pick on a receiver. If we had a little more depth on our lines, then I would be all for it, but I don't think we can justify it. Oh no. See, like, I kind of understand in a game like Metal Gear Solid 2 or Resident Evil 4 why they have these escort missions that are designed to inconvenience you. Why is this here? This isn't like making the game harder. This isn't providing an extra challenge. This isn't making me do things differently. This is just obnoxious. This is just making a very simple task take longer. Look at this nonsense. It's just taking a task that should take 20 seconds and making it take 3 minutes. It kind of reminds me of that one mission in the second Mafia game. I don't know if y'all remember Mafia 2. There was a mission where you had to load crates into a truck, and all you did was walk back and forth for like 5 minutes carrying crates onto a truck. And it was basically designed to emphasize how boring living a normal life and working a normal job would be compared to being a mobster. So you could contrast that with the missions you would be doing later in the game. And there was actually like a reason for that, because for doing that mission you got like no money, and then you would do these simple mafia missions, you would get paid a bunch of money. Yeah, I mean, it was weak, but the point was, it's kind of like in Goodfellas at the end when Henry Hill is talking about how much his life sucks now because he just lives a normal life now and how boring it is and how much he hates it. It's kind of like that. Where it's like, look how boring living this normal life is. I wish I was a mobster again. I really don't like Rondé Barber because he doesn't know how to pronounce names. Oh, it was loud at the Dragons game for sure. Hey, Santi, how close do you think I am to the end? I don't know how much longer I can go. I have to get up kind of early tomorrow for work. I think Rondé Barber might be, yeah, I think it is Demon Miner. Legendary. I think it is. I mean, you get paid a lot more in the NFL. Everybody wants to go to the NFL. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to beat this game tonight. Yeah, the XFL is going to be done by the draft, I think. The XFL is going to be done before the NFL draft.
それにもし俺が手伝う結局お前は殺される。
私の
もう少しだけ考える。
それなら
What do you think the Seahawks need to do to improve the defense? I think it's schematic. I think they need to adjust the
私に
scheme.
手を貸すかどうかあなただって考え
Quinn and Fowler and players like that will definitely help. And I could get behind that 100%, but I think the scheme is a big problem.
ここにおれや。
ごめんね
What's wrong with Dante Fowler?
すぐ戻ってくるわ。
Is there something going on there that I don't know about? One second, guys. I gotta reply to somebody. Yeah, don't sleep on Ugo Amadi, my man, Dan P. Don't sleep on Ugo. Ugo's my guy. But 1 second, guys. Well, yeah, everybody doesn't like any other team until that team gives you $100 million. Yeah, I mean, KJ's on the way out. I mean, honestly, KJ should probably be a third linebacker at this point, and Barton should be the number 2. Willie Gay Jr.? I'm not sure I know who that is. JS, I think that's the wrong way to look at it, though. I think it's the wrong way to look at it. Oh, we're going to cut this guy, and then we're just going to replace him with this guy. Because that tells me that we just replaced one injury-prone tight end for another injury-prone tight end and are paying even more money, when we could have cut the injury-prone tight end and brought in a player who actually will play 16 games. Emmett, we'll see. We'll see. Remember, Blair is really good too. He just hasn't been able to get on the field because we're solid at safety right now. Where's the takoyaki truck? Okay. And even guys like Ben Burkervin and Travis Homer are at least important on special teams. You do need players like that. I really like Marquise Blair, but we just have good safeties right now. Yeah, I know what you mean, JS. I like Blair more than Amadi too, but Blair might not see the field very much next year. And I do honestly think Blair's game, there must be something going on with Blair. He must just not be getting the defense yet. There's no other reason for him to not be seeing the field.
Anja.
Huh?
Takoyaki くれや。
何言うとるんや、お前。
さっき公園から出てきたお姉ちゃんから。
Yeah, I like Cody Barton too. He's really good in coverage, it looks like. I think he might be a linebacker of the future. I've said this before on stream, but my ideal would be Cody Barton is the second linebacker, and then KJ comes on when we play base 4-3. That way KJ only has to play like maybe 50% of the snaps. No, Minor, I do not. The Dragons' playbook on defense is dependent on these offenses that they're playing not having very good offensive lines. You can't count on that in the NFL in the same way.
明日の5時から
明日5時
伝言のお礼はごちそうさん
Yeah, Nike, that confuses the hell out of me too. I don't really know what to say about it. And he did not play that play very well at all, did he? Okay, guys, I think I'm getting near the conclusion of this game, and I don't want to commit to beating it right now, so I think I am going to save, and I'm going to call it good. I got some stuff I want to do tonight anyway. I got stuff to do tomorrow morning, so I'm going to go ahead and call it good here. Well, by the time McDougald's contract is up, he might be a little older and over the hill, and he might not be the same guy. He's already had a couple injuries since he got here, so I think by then we can probably very reasonably let him go. Alright, see y'all later, go Hawks. I'll stream again in a few days. I'll start making videos again in a few days, but yeah,